Hello everyone, welcome to Update Tuesday. It's me, Valerie. I hope you are all here. Need to get my watch turned off here so y'all don't see all my notifications. I'm gonna share my video. Today, Stampin' Up! Shared some really cute projects. Unfortunately, I have zero of any of the things they used. I do not have the rainbow glimmer paper, which was the main item they used. I don't have this, well, I have the butterflies, but I don't have the fantastic little alphabet dies. I don't have this plaid die. I don't have this stamp set. I don't have the mini paper pumpkin boxes. So today was a free-for-all. So I was joking with a friend earlier. I'm like, Tuesday's normally my day that I don't have to even think because Stampin' Up! Plans something and I just make what they make. Well, unfortunately, I can't make what they made today, so I had to think. Try to get this to pull up so I can share it. There we go. Awesome. Now I can share it. Hi, Lois. How are you? I hope you are having a great day. I got one more group I want to share it with. Perfect. All right, now I'm all shared. So I decided to use the Field of Flowers bundle, which comes with the cute little punch that punches all the little flowers, flower border, and the Field of Flowers stamp set. And I'm gonna quickly look that up and see what the name of that punch is because I don't have a label on that one. That is one of the only ones I don't have a label on. Page 117, and now because I can show you the catalog, we can scroll right to it. So it is called, all right. Well, that was a waste of time because I found the stamp set, but not the punch. We'll go to the back and find the punch. The whole bundle will be listed back here. All right. Or it should be listed back here anyway. If I don't find this, it's going to be really embarrassing that I'm going through this whole catalog looking for it and can't find it. And so apparently I'm just going to be embarrassed. I don't know what the name of this is. I want to say Bouquet of Flowers or something like that, but I'll find the name of it and put it in the post later. We're not going to spend time looking through the catalog. All right, so we're going to use this stamp set, which has some really cute sentiments. It has always and then the 3 dots, thinking of you. Then it has a celebration, in my heart, my friend, you are, believe, and love. And then it has all the cute little flowers. The stems. I love this little dragonfly, so maybe we'll add him to our card somewhere. And I wanted to use some of the Subtles Designer Series paper, so I think we're going to use Pool Party, which I already have a little piece out. We just have to cut it down to the size we need. So we're going to use some Pool Party. We are also going to use some Magenta Madness, which is one of the new in colors. Then I will use some Whisper White cardstock and some Pool Party cardstock. Now I see my video looks like it's freezing up. We are in the middle of a thunderstorm, so hopefully it's still rolling on my phone. Let me check to make sure. Yes, it's still going, so I just might not be able to see comments right now. So fold your Pool Party cardstock in half. And then the first thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this piece of Whisper White. I'm just gonna lay it there. I'm not gonna attach it yet. And then we're gonna cut a piece of our Pool Party Designer Series paper to fit with that to go on there. So we're gonna cut it 2 inches wide. And I want it to go all the way across, so it's gonna be 5.5. So we'll cut it at 5.5, so you just have that little extra 1/2 inch left. And so that's gonna layer like this. So I will go ahead and grab the Stampin' Seal. We'll go ahead and, why does mine, I don't know what was wrong with this one roll. It's just this one roll always sticks on me because I'm still using it. That's the thing, this lasts forever. Like there is so much of this. So all the videos that you've seen me using Stampin' Seal in, this has all been from the same roll of Stampin' Seal. So I just want to line the edges up. And then again, I'm just gonna set it there. I'm not gonna adhere it on yet. I made the card earlier and I adhered it a little too high and I didn't have quite enough room to stamp my sentiment the way I wanted. So this time I'm gonna wait to adhere that until later. So we'll grab that floral stamp, that really long one, and we're gonna use some Pear Pizzazz. And that's what we'll ink it up with the Pear Pizzazz. You may be able to hear some thunder in the background because, like I said, there's a storm getting ready to roll through. And then we'll just go ahead and stamp that directly on there. I left a little border at the bottom of the Whisper White, so you have a little bit at the bottom. I didn't take it all the way to the bottom just because I just decided I didn't want it all the way to the bottom. Then I'm going to take the new Magenta Madness because I love Magenta Madness. This is one of my new favorite colors. It's so bright, it's so pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and use all those little flowers. Now, you don't have to try to line them up with the stems because it looks just cute if you just kind of stamp them in there. As long as you are in the stems somewhere, they look like they are attached to something. So I just did it that way. I just stamped them on there like that. Now, I guess you could try to line them up, but I think that would take a long time and we don't always have a lot of time to line everything up like that. So don't even worry about it. Just stamp them on there. They look adorable. So now that you have this piece, this is 4.5 inches long. We're going to cut this into 3. So I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer again. And we're going to cut them into 1.5 inch squares. So it's 1.5 by 4.5. And just kind of lay them so you know which one's right, left, and middle, which you kind of do because you have a little bit of an edge on the right and the left from where you stamped it anyway, because it's just a little bit longer than the stamp. So it's not hard to tell which one is which. And obviously the middle one doesn't have a little border because it's in the middle. Next, go ahead and flip these over and we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of them because I want these to be lifted up. So I say a couple, but honestly, I'm just going to put one in the middle because they're small enough. You don't need to use a bunch of dimensionals on it. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Donna. How are you? Thanks for joining. And then take your little strip, find the center. I just kind of lay these on here so you can see how much space you have. And it's about 1 row of those little polka dots is what I found earlier will be left in between and on the sides. And then just flip them over. Now you could put them closer together if you wanted to, but I kind of wanted to space it out. Super cute. Hi Ingrid, how are you? Now after you've done that, we're gonna stamp the first part of our sentiment, which is gonna be the always. And I want to get that on there first so I don't end up going over the edge of this, which is what I did earlier. So I figured this was the better way to do it. So I just want that right at the top directly on that pool party. And I'm going to stand up just so I can make sure I have it straight. Isn't that pretty? I love that font. Yes, Ingrid, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And then take your Stampin' Seal or whatever adhesive you have. I just kind of go around the edges of this and then we're going to adhere that right onto the card just underneath that Y. So it'll be a little bit below center. And again, like I said, I tried to guess earlier and I'll show you my card in a minute and I put it in center thinking that it would fit all the way instead of trying it this way first and it just didn't quite work out. So once you have that, you can add the rest of the sentiment, which today I'm going to use Thinking of You. And I just put it directly underneath that center of that. And it looks super cute. I love it. I love this little card. I'm very happy. And then I'm going to take this border punch and I'm just going to stick this little scrap piece of Magenta Madness cardstock in there. And as you can see, it's going to just punch out some little flowers. So let's just punch a few little flowers. They fly everywhere. And then we'll add some mini dimensionals to the back of those. And a couple of them are just going to take a little dot of glue because they are super tiny. And we'll add them to our flowers. So just take your pick tool, scoop some of those up. And I think I might even, I just threw that one. Luckily it landed on my lap. I might even add a couple of little gems on here with these flowers just to give it a little something extra. Just go ahead and peel your backings off. And you could cut these in half even because these flowers are tiny. And as soon as you get that, they stick right to your fingers because there's nowhere to hold on to because they are so tiny. Now you can put them over some of the stamped flowers if you want. Like I'll probably put this one over this stamped flower. Maybe over this one. Or you could just put them on separate little stems. That one apparently I didn't get the backing off all the way and it went right back on. And this one is kind of cut in half, so I'm just going to go ahead and maybe go over here to this one on the left. Grab a little bit of Tombow. Excuse me. Just put a little dot for each one of the tiny ones that we're using. Oh my goodness, excuse me, I got a frog in my oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Frog in my throat is what I was trying to say, and it wasn't even coming out. Use the opposite end of your take your pick tool to scoop those up with that little sticky piece. Stick them on there. And then let's see what we have in my little bucket of goodies. I kind of love these sequins. These are the Artistry Bloom sequins. And let me see. That sheet that was right at the front was the perfect color. So I'm just going to pull that little sheet out. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And it may be Magenta Madness. I'm not sure. I would have to look that up. But they are iridescent. So when you look at them from different angles, they might be different colors. And sometimes when you take photos, you can tell, you know, they look like different colors. But I'm only going to use the small ones because I kind of like these tiny ones. My Band-Aid's sticking to it now. Put a couple on each one, I think, because they're really cute. And then for the inside of the card, we will just put a piece of Whisper White cardstock. Super easy. And maybe we'll stamp some of those little flowers again on the inside of this after we get it in there. We'll stamp them with the Magenta Madness again, just so it contrasts with the pool party. Hi Sherry, how are you? Again.
Hi there, I'm pretty good.
Again, Siri pops up every time I say your name, so I have to watch that when I'm doing my videos now. That's too funny. Okay, grab the Magenta Madness ink again. We will grab the flowers. I was just thinking, well, I'm so glad she's doing fine since she's literally artificial intelligence. Glad she's not having any problems today. funny. But anyway, there is today's card. Like I said, it has nothing to do with what Stampin' Up! Shared with us today because I did not have any of those supplies. Again, I'll show you their picture. This is what they did today. This is what I did today. Completely different. But we used the Field of Flowers and the punch that goes with it. And we used the Subtles Designer Series paper. So I hope you enjoyed today's Update Tuesday, kind of with a twist. I actually had to think and come up with something, but I really love what I came up with. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope I see you tomorrow for One Card Wonder Wednesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.